In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use sprints in ClickUp. To get started, open your ClickUp workspace and navigate to your development space where your sprint board lives. In this example, we're using a board called Development Status, but yours might be named something like Product Sprints or Engineering Board. The key is that you're in a board view where tasks are grouped by sprint or status, so you can clearly see what's being worked on. Once you're on that board, look for the Getting Started guide. This is usually visible near the top of the view or in the left-hand panel. Go ahead and click on that. This built-in guide is really helpful because it ties together how ClickUp expects you to manage sprints with the tools that are already configured in your workspace. Inside the guide, you'll find a section about planning, tracking progress, and managing resources during sprint planning using an agile sprint planning template. Click into that section. This is where ClickUp walks you through the structure of a good sprint, how to plan your work, what to pay attention to, and how to keep everything realistic for your team. As you read through this template, focus on how it helps you set expectations based on your team's capacity. Capacity is essentially how much work your team can handle in a sprint, given their time and availability. Use this moment to think about things like vacation, parallel projects, and historical velocity. The template is there to remind you not just to add tasks, but to plan them in a way that your team can actually deliver. Continue scrolling through the template to review any notes about comparing estimates to actuals. This part is especially valuable after you've completed a few sprints. It encourages you to look at the discrepancy between what you thought a task would take and how long it really took. That feedback loop is how your sprint planning gets more accurate over time. When you see specific text or sections that matter most to your team, highlight them. Click on the highlight option to mark key phrases, definitions, or guidelines your team should follow every sprint. This makes the guide easier to skim during planning meetings, and you can quickly revisit the most important points. Now, switch back to your board and click on Sprint Backlog Items. This is where the tasks planned for the current or upcoming sprint are collected. From here, you can drag tasks into your sprint, adjust priorities, and make sure that the total effort matches the capacity you just reviewed in the guide. Next, click on Resources. This view helps you understand who is working on what. Use it to check that no one is overloaded and that critical tasks have clear owners. If you see someone with too many tasks assigned, this is your chance to redistribute work before the sprint starts. Finally, click back to the board view. This is your day-to-day home for managing sprints in ClickUp. Here you'll watch tasks move from planned to in progress and eventually to done, with the confidence that the sprint was set up using ClickUp's guide, templates, and resource views to support your team's success.